Some cars can be really fun to drive, but you can't get the most out of them because the seats don't hold you in place and you end up sliding all around the car if you take a corner too fast. I may have the solution for you. It's called Bolster Boost. This intercooler definitely was not made for this car. This is my Renault Zoe, my daily driver. It's a fully electric car. This is the fastest version of the Zoe you can get. It's called an R135. 135 brake, which, you know, it's not massive, but it's actually quite fun to drive. The main issue with it is the seats. While they look okay, they just don't have a whole lot of bolstering. Hardly any on the sides, and the bottoms are almost completely flat. So it takes a lot of the fun out of driving this car. It's a very capable machine, but you end up sliding out of the seats, particularly because they're this kind of fake leather and not particularly grippy. So a guy called Ted out in California came up with a solution for this exact issue. So this Bolster Boost system that he has, it hangs over the top of the seat. It essentially has two sides, two bolsters to add into your existing seat with a kind of a strap between it, and you can adjust the width that these are apart. So I'll sit in and show you exactly what it does. So the material of this is this kind of dense rubber, and then with this other type of foam on the sides, and on the rear of it is this kind of sticky pad that helps grip it to the existing bolsters that are on the seat. Getting in and out takes a little bit of practice just to kind of maneuver your way in. You can also kind of wrap it around your body and don't hang it off the back of the chair and just sit in with it. And that's why these two handles are here on the side to kind of adjust it and get it how you like it. So there is a lot of trial and error with this product as far as, you know, positioning it, how wide it should be, how far up and down your back. You can even position it down at the seat base instead to kind of hold you in there. But most of the issue of you kind of falling out in the seat and feeling like you're not really fully in control is at the upper side of your back. So if you can get the grip of it as high up your back as possible, the better. I found that when I moved it too far up, it kind of interfered with my elbows when I was steering, and it wasn't very comfortable. So this is my kind of happy medium here at the moment. So as you can see, it's holding me very tightly in place here. And as you go around a corner, it actually does a great job at mimicking of what a racing seat would do. And it holds you in place much better than you would ever think from looking at the product. It kind of looks a bit like a gimmick, but I can promise you it's not. So I've been using it for a few weeks now, and I just wanted to get a good feel for it before I made any sort of video about it. And I can definitely say it does exactly what it is advertised to do, which is to give you that extra bolstering for hard cornering. If you're going to be taking the car on track or something like that, it's absolutely perfect. If you've got a seat that's not like a full bucket seat, or if you just want to do spirited driving, it also suits that perfectly. So lots and lots of positives. What are the negatives? Well, really what I was hoping for is something that I could add to the seat, would be permanently fixed here, and I'd be able to jump in and out easily and keep it there all the time and just have extra bolstering to the seat without having to replace the seat. Replacing these Zoe seats is basically not doable because all the, you know, seatbelt restraint systems, airbag systems and all that. So I wanted something I could add to the existing seat and give extra bolstering. It does that, but it's a little bit of a faff getting in and out of the car. You end up kind of knocking off it. And getting back in, it can be a little bit annoying sometimes if you just want to jump in the car and go. So it kind of depends on your use case, to be honest. If it's something you could keep in the boot, and when you want to go on a spirited drive, you can put it on, you know, install it in like a minute, and then go on your drive and enjoy your drive with a lot more comfort, a lot more support around the corners. If you were going to be taking a car on track and it really doesn't have very supportive seats, again, perfect for that. For day-to-day driving, I'm not convinced. I'd love it to be able to be integrated somehow into like a seat cover or something like that that would just be more comfortable getting in and out. It does exactly what Ted set out to do. So fair play to you, Ted. He's got loads of videos on his website showing different people trialing it on track and different use cases. So I'm going to take the car on a little spin and try and take some video. I think it's going to be very hard to capture this. It's really all about the feeling and feeling it for yourself. But I did want to talk about the price. It costs $140 and there is some flexibility around the density of these padding that you want here, either a more comfort or more firmer pad. This is the kind of middle of the road one. And I think that's very reasonably priced for what it is. There is nothing else like this on the market. It is completely unique. I couldn't find any alternatives. So it gets a big thumbs up from me. Another thing I forgot to mention, Dan, about the kind of jumping in and out and the extra hassle of that is you kind of have to, you know, thread it around the steering belt so that those handles don't interfere with it. But it's just an extra couple of seconds. So I'll fling this around a few corners and see if I can capture how well it's holding me in. I'm coming up to a roundabout here and I can really throw it in. I'll go around the whole roundabout a few times. You can see like my upper body is not moving that much. I'm going way faster around that roundabout than I normally would, but generally speaking, it holds you in extremely well, far better than the normal stock seat would. It's not going to be as supportive as a proper bucket seat like I have on my Suzuki Alto Works, but it's a huge improvement. So